Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the English Engine. I am Professor Julian, and today we are going to talk about something very important. If you want to speak English more confidently, the most important thing is daily contact with English. Not once a week, not only when you feel motivated, but every single day, even if it is just a little. Today, I want to share a simple daily routine for learning English. This routine has 3 parts: morning practice, afternoon practice, and evening practice. It is not complicated. You do not need special materials. You do not need to study grammar for many hours. But you do need discipline. Discipline means doing something regularly, even when you feel lazy, tired, or distracted. If you follow this routine every day, I promise that your English will slowly become stronger. Not suddenly, not magically, but day by day, step by step. Before I begin, if you enjoy learning English in a simple and natural way, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend who is also learning English. This will help more people practice English every day and join our crew here at the Engine. All right, let's begin with the first part of the routine, the morning English activation. The morning is very important. When you wake up, your brain is fresh. It is like a new page in a book. Many learners make a mistake in the morning. They check social media, they check messages, they scroll their phones in their own language. Instead, try to start your day with English activation. What does activation mean? Activation means waking up your English brain and getting the gears moving. This morning routine should take about 15 to 20 minutes. It is short but very powerful. First, choose one short English audio. This could be a short podcast, a short story, a conversation, or a simple English lesson. The important thing is that it is easy enough for you to understand. When something is easy to understand, we call it comprehensible. Comprehensible means your brain can understand most of it without looking at a dictionary every second. Now listen to the audio 2 times. The first time, just listen. Do not pause. Do not translate. Do not worry about every word. Just listen and let your brain become familiar with the sound of English. The second time, listen more carefully. Try to notice how the speaker connects words, how sentences flow naturally, and how ideas are expressed. If you hear a new word, do not panic. Often you can understand a new word from the context. Context means the other words around it. For example, if someone says, "I was exhausted after work. I was so tired. I fell asleep on the sofa." Maybe you do not know the word exhausted, but the next sentence says, "very tired." Now your brain understands the meaning naturally. This is how language learning works. After listening 2 times, do one more thing. Speak 5 sentences in English about your day. For example, today I will work. Today I will practice English. Today I will try to read something in English. Your sentences do not have to be perfect. The goal is activation. You are telling your brain, today we are using English. All right. Now we move on to part 2. Afternoon deep practice. The second part of the routine happens in the afternoon. This is the time for focused practice. Focused means your attention is strong and you are working carefully. This session can be 20 to 30 minutes, not 2 hours. Many people think learning a language requires long, painful study sessions, but the truth is different. Short daily practice is more powerful than long, irregular study. Now let's see what you should do. Choose one short piece of English content, like a conversation or a short story. Step 1. Listen carefully once. Just listen. Try to understand the main idea. What is the central message? Step 2. Read the text if you have it. Reading helps your brain connect sounds and words. Sometimes we hear words, but we are not sure how they are written. Reading helps fix this problem and makes the connection stronger. Step 3. Shadow the audio. Shadowing is a powerful technique. It means speaking at the same time as the speaker or just after the speaker. Imagine you are walking behind someone and copying their steps exactly. That is shadowing. You listen and repeat almost immediately. Try to copy the rhythm and pronunciation. Rhythm means the natural music of the language. Do not worry if you are not perfect. The goal is to train your mouth and your ears to work together. Then try to explain the content in your own words. For example, This story was about a man who changed his habits. This forces your brain to create language, and when you create language, your fluency grows. Now we move on to the third part, evening reflection and expansion. The third part of the routine happens in the evening when things are calmer. This is the time for reflection and expansion. Reflection means thinking about what you learned. Expansion means adding a little more knowledge to your engine. This session can be 15 to 20 minutes. First, review 3 words or phrases you heard during the day. For example, maybe you learned to get used to something. This phrase means something becomes normal for you. Now make 3 sentences using that phrase. Making your own sentences is extremely important because it helps your brain own the language. Second, write a short reflection in English. Just 5 or 6 sentences will be enough. For example, today I practiced English in the morning and afternoon. I listened to a short story. I feel more confident today. Do not worry about grammar mistakes. Writing helps organize your thoughts and helps your brain remember new words while you sleep. Finally, end the day with relaxed listening. Choose something enjoyable, maybe a simple movie scene or a song. Do not study, just listen and relax. Your brain will absorb the language while you rest. It will slowly take in the information. All right. Now there is one final idea. This routine works only if you do it consistently. That is the secret ingredient, discipline. Consistency means doing something regularly over time. Motivation comes and goes like the wind. Some days you feel excited, some days you feel tired, but discipline means you continue anyway. Even 10 minutes is better than 0. When you practice daily, something interesting happens. Your brain begins to think, well, English is part of my life, not something distant or academic, but something natural. So remember this simple routine from Professor Julian. Morning, activate. Afternoon, practice deeply. Evening, reflect and listen calmly. 3 small sessions, 1 powerful habit. If you follow this routine for 6 months, I promise your English and your confidence will change. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of The English Engine. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.